So if you go into Google Maps and then you go up there to the top right hand corner and click the little icon there, okay, you scroll down here to these menu items, you can find this setting here that says your data in Maps. And this is your Maps activity. All right. So if you scroll a little while, you'll find web and app activity. You can click this here. When you get into here, it's going to open even more menus. And so this is going to be all of your Maps activity. If you click more, you start getting into other areas of Google. You can get into your history. And then here you'll see saving to web and app activity. Under this menu, then you can see and delete activity for specific apps, Google apps. You can see me scrolling through some of these here. There's an option to view all. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to go to Assistant. Remember, this is all through Google Maps. That's where I started. So I have mine set up to auto-delete after 3 months. You have to go through all of these menus if you give a shit to do any of this, which if you don't, I get it. I mean, I'm not up to a whole lot, so I really don't give a shit too much, but I've got a limited data plan. I'm not trying to pay a bunch of money for cloud services. Anyway, if you go in here, you'll see some activity logs, and this is interesting here. So this is my assistant, my Google Assistant info data, and you'll see here it said at 10:30 and 1:53, whatever, I was asking Google to open SiriusXM. If you look there next to the time signature, you can see a little icon that represents a map. If you click on that, it'll show you where I was at when I said that. That's powerful. All right. So if I scroll down here a little bit more, you'll see that on one of these instances, I said open SiriusXM, and it actually captured some more data, which is a recording. You might have to get your reading glasses on, your magnifying glass, but there's little icons next to the time signature. There's a map icon, there's a microphone icon, and then I'm not even sure what that other one is. Let's click on it. So right here, you can see what time, you can see what app, you can see that it was started by a hot word, which means like open. It says from an unrecognized speaker. That's just because I was in my semi-truck and it was loud and it was probably windy, and Google didn't recognize that it was actually me. I'm not really sure. But you can actually click here and then whoa, it's recording that stuff. So there's an incredible amount of your data stored in layers upon layers upon layers of Google servers. And I just wanted to kind of point that out. I know a lot of people have talked about Alexa and how it's recording you, and there's been like lawsuits and all kinds of crap. And honestly, like I really don't care that much about it. Like I said, I'm not really, I'm not a billionaire. I don't have like mega assets to protect. I'm not involved in anything that really. I mean, no one cares. So why would I care, right? But this information is bought and sold constantly, and you should at least know how to access it yourself. So maybe when you're bored, go through some of the menus and check out some of this stuff. Now, if I go back to Maps, I want to show you this as well. So if I click on that same icon there in the top right hand corner, and if I go to my timeline, your timeline, this is going to show me what I did today. It's going to show me where I traveled. It's going to actually show what photos I took, where I was exactly at what times. And I can click on this calendar and go back. I mean, here, let's go back to 2019 on February 1st. This is going to show me what I was doing then. It'll show me the photos I took that day. There's so much information embedded deep in layers upon layers of Google's applications that most people have no idea that it's even there. You have to kind of dig to find this stuff, but it's all there. And this shows all my trips, insights about places I'm going, highlights, etc., places. It shows like places I've shopped, hotels I've been to, restaurants, etc., cities. I mean,